Today I will speak about biotensegrity. Fascial biotensegrity is usually overlooked when treating scoliosis. Biotensegrity is the interconnectedness within our body, which is facilitated by a fascia. From head to toe, front to back, interior to exterior, the fascia envelopes every major structure in the body: muscles, blood vessels, nerves, bones, and internal organs, creating various layers at different depths and forming a three-dimensional matrix. Put simply, our body is not held into position by our bones. Rather, they float in the tension structure created by our fascial network, which gives our body form and shape. Dr. Stephen Levin, an orthopedic surgeon who pioneered the concept of biotensegrity, has significantly influenced our understanding of the biomechanics of the human body. It suggests that an injury or dysfunction in one part of the body can affect distant areas due to the interconnected facial network of tension and compression. It's a fascia's unique ability to adapt its form and arrangement to stress and movement is what helps our body cope and survive with flexibility and resilience. Tensegrity is based on the principle that tension and compression are necessary to create a stable structure. This balanced interplay between the tension of the muscles and fascia and the compression of the bones and discs allow the spine to function as a dynamic resilient structure capable of withstanding numerous stresses placed upon it every day. It's not the hard muscle tissue, it's not your bones, it's the fascia that holds you upright. Any twist here or there pulls the spine down and compresses the vertebrae. In my previous video, I have explained how the fascia tightens and twists due to numerous reasons, namely holding in our feelings and emotions. Unfortunately, even today, the medical experts in scoliosis still use crude methods based on outdated knowledge of spinal alignment. They see scoliosis as simply a curved spine that can be pushed into place, like it is a displaced leg of a table. Mechanical force is the standard method. One is given a back brace or told to do exercises like the side plank, all in the belief that external pressure will push the errant spine into place. However, this rarely works if it ever does, because the spine is not just a block of vertebral disc kept in position by a musculature. Rather, it is encased in an interlayered, intertwined web of fascial tissue, which is innervated by numerous nerves and blood vessels, crisscrossing through it. Any tightness in one part of the body has compensatory effect on another part of the body. According to my experience, my idiopathic scoliosis began in the face area. The eyes, frozen in terror, nose, too afraid to breathe, mouth, fear of speaking up, downward head, shame of being alive. We are emotional creatures. Our body adapts to our environment. In my case, shamefully holding tight and repressing my emotions led to turning my gaze downward while being peripherally hypervigilant of my frightening environment. At the same time, holding my breath in my right nostril led to a deviated septum. Not expressing my feelings meant holding my tongue, which led to tightening my mouth and neck, leading to my chest constricting. This caused compression and rotation of my ribs, causing a humpback. Furthermore, a compensatory curve developed in my lumbar spine, thus pulling my pelvis out of alignment, which then caused uneven leg length. This is the sad story of my scoliotic spine and the ensuing deformity it caused to my body. All this intertwining means that when any area of this fascia from head to toe tightens, gets injured, or inflamed due to any trauma, physical or emotional, your body adapts and adapts some more, layering compensation on top of compensation until it breaks down. Over time, in a developing body, if the fascia remains tight, individual vertebrae become wedged and rotated within the layers of facial tissue. This in turn tightens all other parts of the body. However, one can never be certain where exactly the fascial tissue first tightened or how that affected the spinal misalignment. Unfortunately, by the time scoliosis is detected, quite some time has passed since when the problem began, and so much of twisting and rotation has occurred in the spine. Now, to straighten the spine, we have to undo and unwind the fascia that is holding the postural stance. Our fascia has to relax and soften to let go of our spine's distorted structure. As I heal, I have recognized that quite a bit of twisting occurred in my face. Undoing that misalignment is more difficult as the eyes, the nose, the teeth, the jaw, and of course the brain have to realign. Simply stretching my face, putting my tongue out, doing tongue and eye rolls have helped me stretch and loosen the tight facial fascia. Living in an environment that feels safe has a huge impact on our autonomic nervous system. It moves us from tense sympathetic arousal to the parasympathetic state of rest and digest. When our nervous system calms down, our fascia relaxes. And that's when the knots and tightness can slowly unwind. Our body has an innate ability to self correct from the physical distortions when we mentally let go of the frozen, unresolved emotions in our bodies. The first step is relaxing the fascia, then softening the muscle tissue, then finally allowing the spine to adjust itself. First, begin with simple primal body movements that gently unwind the fascia. Crawling is a full body workout. It uses nearly all the muscles of the body without putting unnecessary stress on any particular muscle group. Crawling helps activate important myofascial slings. Squatting is another great full body stretch. If you are unable to do the full Asian squat, then try holding on to something like this. Squatting lengthens all the tissues and muscles of our spine, hips, and legs. Walk on your toes while stretching your hands above your head. Toe walking stretches the tight foot muscles, which can lead to improved flexibility in the hips, knees, and core, which then helps improve balance and body awareness. Whirling or twirling is a simple, fun way to unleash, unlock, and release frozen trauma energy. As we whirl, our fascia and muscles that have shaped themselves to hold the trauma start to unwind, loosen, and relax their tightness. Walking backwards engages different muscles and is good for balance and coordination. It also burns more calories, reduces back pain, and most importantly, forces us to be focused in the present moment. Two important habits to incorporate in your daily life are: first is sitting on the floor. Sitting on the floor engages your core and brings stability to the spine. And second is walking bare feet. Our feet are loaded with nerve endings and other cells responsible for proprioceptive feedback to our brain. Proprioception is crucial for our balance and movement. No matter what your age, your mind and body is capable of change. You have to do the daily work of changing your ingrained mental and physical habitual patterns with new patterns of thinking, feeling, and living. The fascia needs to be activated throughout the day. A few primal movements done at regular intervals are more effective than exercising for long periods but less often. So instead of 1 hour exercise once a day, have a 5 minute mini exercise flexing session hourly. Every hour, I take an exercise and water break. I do some crawling, jumping on my balance ball, and doing some body inversion with the help of the ball. You don't have to do perfect movements. A word of caution: Start with small, gentle movements. Overdoing the stretching and unwinding will backfire. You will only further damage your body. Moderation is the key. Your fascia and muscles need time to feel safe to relax. It will not happen overnight. Treating scoliosis requires a holistic approach. It involves revamping our psychoneurobiology. We have to consider all aspects of healthy living. What, what we eat has a huge impact on our mind and body. Improving one's diet is critical to healing scoliosis. Check out my date seed coffee.